We're not.
Hey nerds, Erica's gonna do an impression of Jim Carrey from The Mask.
No.
You already filming?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, this weekend, because you're gonna be watching this on Monday. This weekend, we're gonna be at AnimeCon here in Corpus. Friday, me and Caleb, man in the booth, the Creative Lane booth at number 602 on Friday.
And also, if you come up to us dressed in costume and you say, I'm a Team Triplehorn fan, then we're going to freak out. We don't have nothing for you. Maybe I'll give you a sticker. Do we make stickers?
Make stickers.
We have 1 week to make stickers.
We'll get some stickers made.
Booth number 602. We're gonna be man in the booth Saturday and Sunday. We're gonna be walking around. We're gonna get up to some shenanigans.
And you have to guess our costumes because we're going to be in costume.
Maybe.
No, we're going to be in costume.
I might go visit y'all just to see y'all's costumes.
We're going to bust out the Tekken, Steve Fox and Bob.
Yeah. So Erica's here. And right off the bat, she's going to do her impression of Jim Carrey from The Mask. No. Take it away.
That was a one-time thing.
Come on, Erica.
Did she do smoking?
No.
What was it?
No, it's that part where they were in like that club.
Okay.
And like the bad guys like shot him. Yeah. And he was like pretending to die or whatever. Do you know what part I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just watched it like not even that long ago.
Do it. Erica, come on.
I don't even know what I was doing that like made me.
I'll stop the recording and then you can do it. Here, I stopped it.
What was I doing that even made me like start doing that? Because people were coughing at work and they were like, there's like something going around at work.
Okay, do it.
And the way people were coughing at work was like, you know, like the 5-year-old kids that are like, that's what it sounded like. And it reminded me of that.
Okay, do it.
Do it, but don't face the mic.
Do it.
No.
Do it, Erica.
Here, do your best Jim Carrey impression from any movie.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man. Also from The Fugitive.
From The Fugitive?
Yeah, that's
he repeated it. He repeated it. Yeah. You remember the one from Batman Forever that I did? My best impressions come about when I'm like making fun of something.
See, that's what I was doing. I was making fun of somebody else.
We'll do it.
I'll splice the one from the Batman Forever.
Are you gonna do it?
No, I'll splice it later. I have to do it in editing, or I'll just do it in a minute.
It's not gonna be there.
Do it, Erica.
What's a good memorable line?
He was dying, and he was just like, eat. He's like, eat. And then he's like coughing in that guy's face. Yeah, well, I don't even know how he was doing it. And then he's like, tell Annie M to let old Yeller out.
Tell Annie M.
He's like, tell Tiny Tim I won't be making it home this Christmas.
The Mask, we watched that recently, and it holds up. Like,
I love that movie. I could watch that movie like over and over again.
Cameron Diaz was really pretty in it.
Yes.
Quick, off the top of your heads, what's Cameron Diaz's best movie?
Cameron Diaz's best movie?
Yeah.
Charlie's Angels 2.
Full Throttle?
Is that what the
I think it is, yeah.
I don't know. I can't even think of any besides The Mask and Charlie's Angels. What else was she in?
She was in There's Something About Mary.
Oh, yeah, she was in The Holiday.
What's The Holiday?
It was like her, Jack Black.
Oh, yeah.
And I forgot who else was in it.
Okay.
What was the serious movie where she was... John Cusack was in it? Was she in Being John Malkovich?
I don't remember who the girl was in that one.
Damn it, now my brain is going to be all...
But we also wanted to do... I guess we don't need to do like a tier list, but what would be... Because you said you watched The Mask a million times.
Yeah, I've seen it like...
So I'm assuming you're a Jim Carrey fan, right?
I mean, I like Jim Carrey.
What's your top three?
So what's like your top 3 Jim Carrey movies?
I like that movie, Fun with Dick and Jane.
That's a really good movie. That's the movie that doesn't get a lot of love. It's good.
That's true, yeah.
I think I've seen that movie.
I mean, I guess The Mask is probably...
Yeah, The Mask is
probably
up there.
number 1, I presume.
I like the movie Liar Liar.
Mm-hmm.
And
that holds up too.
Bruce Almighty is pretty funny too.
You're not a
solid
fan
choices.
Of the Pet Detectives?
I do like those movies, but
his
Jim Carrey made comedies.
His filmography is if you had to do a top 3, it's it's a hard top.
It's
3.
pretty hard.
Yeah.
What do you got?
My number 1 has got to be Ace Ventura 2.
Ace Ventura 2 is the classic of classics.
I used to like 1 the most, but
when you were younger and you didn't know any better. I know.
But over the years, I've come around to When Nature Calls being better.
Yeah.
Probably, I guess number 2 is going to be Ace Ventura 1.
And just a side note, because of my ADHD, the name Roger Podacter, that's the name of the dude from Ace Ventura 1. Wasn't he the guy that was killed? He was the bigger guy. I don't want to fat shame.
I don't remember.
I think that was his name. But anyway, that name, every once in a while, I'll just be sitting down and I'll think, Roger Podacter. Because it's just a fun name.
I guess number 3's got to be The Mask. But it hurts that I can't put Cable Guy in the top 3.
Oh, that's a good one too, but it was a little corny.
Why can't you put that in the top 3?
Because I like the other 3 better.
Oh, because Cable Guy...
Cable's Guy is so good as well.
I'll go... Okay, I'll classify Jim Carrey main star.
Okay.
Not... So that means I have to cut out stuff like Cable Guy. Because he's not, the focal point. He's not the main.
No, I think you conclude Cable Guy. Yeah.
He's co-star.
Yeah, but he's the whole reason that movie works.
Right. So
he's the Cable Guy.
So what about the scene? Now, I don't want to take away from Matthew Broderick because he was fine in that movie, but he wasn't playing a comedic role. He was kind of the straight man. Because Jack Black is also really funny in that movie.
What was he in that movie?
He was his buddy that worked with him.
I guess I don't remember.
Also, the dude with the hair plugs. When they have Andy Dick was pretty funny. The whole preferred customer, my ass.
It's been a while since I've seen.
Janine Garofalo does. Well, obviously those are just cameos, bit
Dumb
parts.
and Dumber too. Those are so good.
Dumb and Dumber would have to be. So I'm gonna go When Nature Calls, Dumb and Dumber, and then I'm a Grinch fan.
Really? Oh my god, dude.
I'm such a Grinch
There's
fan.
no way. There's no way you're being truthful right now.
I won't count Batman Forever because it's a smaller part.
Yeah.
That was, in my opinion, the best
Yes
Batman,
Man.
though.
Yes Man's pretty good. I don't know if he's made bad movies.
I haven't seen any of the Sonic
I haven't seen
movies,
the Penguin.
But he wasn't really a main guy in the Sonic
Oh,
movies.
I haven't seen the Sonic
I've heard a lot of good
either.
things about the Sonic movies. People like them a lot. And he's coming back for the third one, so he's got to be enjoying.
What was the one where he was Andy Kaufman? Oh, dude, Me,
Man on
Myself,
the
and
Moon.
Irene is so good.
Me, Myself, and Irene. Yes Man, Bruce Almighty.
Burt Wonderstone, but he wasn't really a main guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot he was in Kick-Ass Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been in so many good movies.
Shoot, dude, if I had to pick a third, I can't go Ace Ventura. I don't want to go Mask.
What do you mean you can't? And you don't wanna?
Well, I wouldn't put them above other stuff. Like the first Ace Ventura, while I think he's hilarious at any moment, I think that the movie kind of drags quite a bit. Now, that's not to say that the Lois Einhorn, Ray Finkel bit at the end is it's been building the whole movie.
Yeah.
And the final crescendo is the most hilarious thing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that dog that movie
now
because
we're
of
canceled.
that. Yeah.
Now we're canceled.
In terms of 90s comedy, that was really funny.
Yeah.
The twist and all that, when he spun her around and pointed,
Yeah.
all of that was really funny. But she that character was a bad guy, they're not making fun of the other stuff, just that was a bad guy.
Yes.
She was duping people, Anyway, Ace Ventura, I can't put it third. If I had to, dude, I really like the Grinch. I think he's funny. I really like the Grinch. I'm gonna go oddball, put the Grinch up there. I like the Mask, but I don't like the Stanley Ipkiss parts. I just like the slapstick mask parts.
I mean, that's the main part of the movie.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch In Living Color when he was on there, or no?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember Fire Marshal Bill?
Fire Marshal Bill.
I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Oh wait, no, I take it back. Once Bitten. Number 3, Once Bitten.
That's That's definitely a hipster pick. I'm gonna
No,
say
that's
that
not
right now,
dude.
That's 100% a hipster pick.
Did you ever watch it?
No.
Then I rest my case. I rest my case. Watch it and then tell me it's not in at least your top 5.
There's no way it's better than like Me and Myself, Irene, and
Remember
Cable
too,
Guy.
like I'm old school, man. That's the first time I ever saw Jim Carrey. That's not the
true.
truth. I didn't see that till I was like 15, and I was like, "Oh, dude, he made a comedy about vampire stuff."
Was he the? I can't remember. Do you remember the Ride the Snake sketch? Was he the one in that one, or was that someone else?
It doesn't sound familiar.
There was like some drug called. I forget what the drug was called, but he kept going Ride the Snake.
I don't
Something to do
that.
with snakes. I don't remember.
I watched a lot of In Living Color back then, but I mean the passage of time.
Yeah.
The passage of time basically ensured that I was going to forget so much. So like I remember all the hits, like Homie the Clown.
Oh yeah.
I remember Fire Marshal Bill.
I still say homie, don't play that.
Yeah, dude, all the time. In fact, we just said something earlier. We were talking about y'all were talking about quoting, and I was like, dude, we quote that all the time. What were we? I don't remember. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
What's your least favorite Jim Carrey movie, and why is it the number 23?
I don't know least.
Oh wait, Eternal Sunshine, dude.
Yeah, I like him in comedy, not drama.
I mean, I'm with you. Oh, that could be a transition. How do y'all feel about comedians who feel it necessary to start doing like ultra super serious movies?
Like Robin Williams?
Well, a lot of them. There's Robin Williams, there's Jim Carrey, and I'm drawing a blank on a third one.
Well, I do think it's easier for dramatic actors to go to comedy than the other way around.
Wait. Because this is an age-old debate within our family.
Okay.
I got into an argument with Casey one time because he said, and I don't think this is what you mean. He said that he thinks it's harder to be a serious actor than it is to be a comedic actor. Is that what you're saying? That
No, I'm saying is it's easier to go from drama to comedy than from comedy to drama.
Okay, so you're saying like you can be in a drama and then
just for example, and I'm not knocking
Robert De Niro.
I'm not knocking Anders Holm's acting ability, but watching him for 8 seasons, 7 seasons, whatever, in Workaholics, and then I see him in a dramatic role, it's like I cannot take this dude seriously at all.
Really?
All I ever see is Anders Holmvik.
What about Steve Carell?
Still he's best in comedy roles. I guess he's done okay in dramatic roles. I watched him on the morning show. I guess that was all right.
Interesting. What do you got on that?
I don't know. I think it's hard to take people seriously once you've like only ever seen them in like funny stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Jim Carrey in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
I mean, that movie, it's okay.
Okay.
It's kind of, I don't like watching it. But,
yeah, like
it was a one-time thing for me, and like I'll probably never see it again.
Yeah, like the Truman Show. It was a fine movie. I enjoyed it, but it's not gonna be top tier.
Right.
Well, okay, you say top tier as in
his movies.
Okay, yeah. Well, because I get you on that, but in a more broader conversation, do you think it's harder to be a serious actor or a comedic actor?
Probably a comedic actor.
Yeah, I'd probably say it's harder to be a dramatic actor, because when you're doing comedy, I think it's easier to get into kind of a funny mood than when you're a dramatic actor and you have to pretend like your child died and like legit cry or something, you know?
I think it's harder to be a comedic actor. I think it's way harder to do comedy good and even great.
And then I feel like some of those comedic actors, they make it funnier because they like put their own like stuff on it, and it's hard to like improvise and like be funny and like make, you know what I mean?
There's not
like,
a lot of people who can do like what Steve Carell does, or be the center of attention, or even Jim Carrey. Let's go off of Jim Carrey. He absolutely commands attention at all times based on his personality, but that's like his desire to be having that attention, And then he goes into serious acting, and it was like it's just a flip side. To deepen this conversation a little bit more, I actually think that comedic actors are more in tune with what it means to be human, which is why
Okay, that is pretty deep.
which is why they are better suited for the full gamut of human emotion. Like Robin Williams can do. Look at something like Good Will Hunting. How can he be so serious but also still be so funny in that role? You
I
know,
remember him being funny in Good Will Hunting.
you don't
Did you
remember
ever see
him.
that movie?
You don't remember him
or-
cracking jokes
I
and
think
stuff.
like when it a long time ago when it
Okay.
like first came out or whatever. And
This the one with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon
Yeah,
in Boston? Okay.
You don't remember him being funny.
I don't remember him being funny in that role.
It's not about, whenever I say being funny, I mean individual characteristics that shine through because of his personality. So you laugh. It's designed like his reaction whenever what's his name tells him, you know, he was telling him about being at the World Series game, and then he's like, "Oh man, you were at that game," and he said, "No, I was talking to my wife at the bar or whatever." And that's designed to be funny.
Yeah.
It's shock value.
Yeah, I guess that wasn't that funny. I do remember that part now that you reminded me.
You're saying it's not funny. It's not slapstick. It's not loud. It's not supposed to make you crack up and die laughing. That's more of like a chuckle response. But the humor portion of it, he's using humor to shock him back to reality.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna give that to Robin Williams. That was the writers that kind of wrote that.
Go watch all the behind the scenes documentaries and everything about that movie and
So
look
you're
at how
saying-
much he improvised.
So you're saying he came up with that particular line?
Not that particular line, but I'll point to another one that I know for certain he did.
Okay,
Was
go
at
ahead.
the end whenever he put the note on the thing and said, "I'm gonna go see about a girl." And then Robin Williams says, "Oh, he stole that fucking line from me." He said that on the spot, on the day, and they just kept it in the movie because it was funnier. There's a billion instances of Robin Williams improvising lines that they leave in movies.
I don't think you can be objective about Robert Williams, Caleb, because you love him so much.
That's called an ad hominem attack. And that's why Kevin will always lose debates, because it's always an attack on the individual and
I just
not
don't
the
want
argument.
to talk about Good Will Hunting for an hour and a half.
It's okay. You
Look,
forfeit.
I believe that you think Good Will Hunting is the most hilarious comedy of the
I didn't-
90s.
that's not what I said. Don't diminish.
Oh, I was joking, Caleb.
Well, your humor didn't come through.
oh my god.
God damn it. All right, Erica. So, was Good Will Hunting funny?
I don't remember that movie
Okay,
that
we're gonna pause the pod. Erica's
Go
gonna,
watch the movie.
We're gonna
Oh,
watch it. We're gonna come back and see what she thinks.
No, but like serious or comedic actors. Now that we said another one, we just listed another one. Steve Carell. Like, why do y'all feel like they want to? It's like they want to prove that they can be serious actors. I hate that.
I think it's just easier to get pigeonholed when you're doing comedy, you know.
Yeah,
And he doesn't. I guess that's what
they don't want
he
to
didn't
be.
want that to happen. He didn't want it to happen to him. And another good one would be like Adam Sandler.
Yeah. He also did some serious stuff, which wasn't bad. I mean, like Click. Y'all like Click? I think I've heard you say you liked Click, right?
I actually haven't
Erica.
seen Click.
Is that with
Adam
who's the
Sandler,
lady?
Kate Beckinsale, Christopher Walken comes
No,
out.
I don't
the
think
one
I've
with the
seen that
remote
one.
control?
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Is that a serious movie? I actually haven't seen it.
It's not a. I don't want to say it's
It's
in the
another
same.
Good Will Hunting.
It's kind of like Good Will Hunting, where it's a serious story, but done like. Well, I guess Good Will Hunting is more serious than funny, but that's foolish for me to say. But Click is a serious story done in a silly way. But he has a moment like where he dies at the end, and spoiler alert for an Adam Sandler movie, he dies at the end. And dude, I remember watching that the first time, and I was like, oh shit. But my argument, my contention there is for people like everyday people, when they die, like they don't. You know what I mean? Like you die and you're with your loved ones. Like you know, how many movies have you seen where people make jokes? Like I feel like when I'm dying, I'm on my deathbed, I'm gonna make a joke. That's the last thing I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I can see you doing that.
And so like I think that's funny. That's what it was earlier when I said, what was that movie we were talking about quoting? You were doing the mask death scene where he was faking his death. The one we always do is from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, with Paul Rubens.
Okay.
Remember where he dies and he's kicking the wall?
Oh,
And he's like, and he's kicking the wall. Dude, we do that so often. But we always do the fake death from Aqua Teen with the drum solo of Life from the movie. And so we like, ever since Penny was little, or hell, ever since we saw that movie, like, was that 06, 07?
Yeah, I don't know when that came out.
But yeah, they do the drum solo of Life. Neil Peart, little mini Neil Peart, comes and does a drum solo and brings people back from the dead. And I don't know why, we just always did that. It was
funny.
Did you
ever watch Aqua Teen? Or
It's the
you know what we're talking about?
I know
Aqua
what you're
Teen
talking
Hunger
about,
Force : film movie for theaters, right? I think this was called
something like that. Yeah.
I wanted that poster so bad. How about comedic actors who never did serious roles? I bet you that's a shorter list. They have to also be big names. Like, we ain't gonna do somebody like
Will Ferrell hasn't really done like a lot of serious stuff.
Melinda and Melinda?
I've never heard of that.
Or was it Melinda?
Pretty sure no one has ever heard of that.
I saw that in theaters. Because I was like, I'll see every Will Ferrell movie in theaters. And then I was like,
you know what?
Probably stop.
I heard it was bad, but I still haven't gotten to see his Sherlock Holmes movie with John C. Reilly.
I haven't seen it either.
But I still want to see it. Because those guys were hilarious in Step Brothers.
Did he ever have a serious? He probably had cameos in serious roles. I don't know. What about Kicking and Screaming? Was pretty serious.
Never seen it.
You never seen Kicking and Screaming? It's a comedy. Like, it's comedy through and through, but it had a serious story, kind of like Click.
Did you have a chance to watch that Lonely Island produced movie on Hulu yet?
Oh no, not yet.
Okay. I've been saying Hulu instead of Hulu because that's how they pronounce it on Tacoma FD.
They're trying to get around it.
No, I don't know about that. I think they just thought it was a funny way to pronounce it.
Did you finish the Tacoma FD?
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet.
Okay.
But Curb Your Enthusiasm. You a big Curb Your Enthusiasm, Erica?
No, I don't think I've seen a single episode of that.
In this episode of the
I don't
pod,
really
we
watch
talk about
television.
a lot of things that Erica hasn't seen.
Because I don't really watch television that much.
What do you watch?
What have you been watching lately then?
Let's go to Erica's corner of the pod. What do you watch, Erica?
Okay, well, one, I don't really watch anything, but I think the last show that I saw, it's called Smothered.
Smothered?
And it's on...
Wait, is that about murders and stuff?
No, it's on... I think it's on Max right now. And it's about, like, mother and daughter. And there's, like, different families. I think there's about... like 5 maybe mother and daughters on the show.
Is this like a reality?
Yeah, it's a reality show. And they're like super close. Like, they talk about how they like take showers together and like
kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like about how like their close relationship or whatever, and it's like just over the top. And, like, I feel bad because it's, like, one girl, she, like, really wants to marry this guy, and her mother, like, hates him.
Well, because it represents separating them, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's like, he's going to take you away from me, and, like, you
That's
know.
so rough.
And then the guy actually asked the girlfriend to move in with him. And the mom was like, how come I'm not invited to move in,
that was pretty
like,
weird.
with you guys and stuff? It's, like, it's so weird, like.
That's
very
rough.
Creepy. Yeah.
Wait, is it presented in a creepy way, or is it presented as more like comedy, like lighthearted?
No, I mean, they try to...
You know what I mean, right? Like documentaries, or not documentaries, but like reality TV will sometimes put music to cue your emotions.
It's supposed to be like funny.
Okay.
But,
so that tells me everything I need.
But it's also super creepy.
But it's also creepy. And like the producers will like jump in and they'll be like, you don't find that weird that you guys do this or that together?
So they're not trying to help these people. They're just trying to showcase
Right.
it. I got you.
And then these people are like, no, this is not weird. Our relationship is on a spiritual level, like that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, they share half the same soul, right?
Yeah, so I don't know. It's good though.
Erica, you ran a 5K this morning, right? How did that go?
It went good.
Did you get the whole 5 or?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really run the whole thing. I can't really like run a whole 5K, so I'll like take breaks in between
which one?
my runs.
Was it
It's
just
like
down
the
there on
Cupid.
Ocean,
I
or
forgot what
what?
it's called. Cupid something or other. It's like a Valentine's
I
Day.
didn't know they did that. That's cool.
Dude, they
I
have
would
like
actually
runs.
do that.
Do they have runs like every weekend downtown?
Yeah, they do.
Really?
It's like, yeah, it's like different themes or whatever.
Did they do anything like a team? Like, why don't we do a team run?
You can do teams
Well, I
if
mean,
you.
there's beach to
The
bay.
beach to bay?
but-
Why don't we do
Well,
that?
even the one I
could not make
did,
it, man. I
there
could
was-
Walk.
There is an option to do the team. Yeah, you can walk. There
Yeah,
are people that
you
just
don't have
walk
to
it.
run. You're doing it. What are they raising money? Is it raising money for anything, or is it like a
I
competition?
think you just do
No,
it.
well, yes, they are raising money for whatever thing that they're raising money for, but they do time you, so like you do get like a medal if you are the first person that like
Okay, so we're
does
gonna
the
try.
thing or
We're
whatever.
gonna try.
runs
The,
the-
the only
Make the
way,
finish line.
the only way I would do it is if we had some bits planned beforehand to do during the thing.
Well, that would be the bit. Is we would film like I would run, and I could probably jog my whole leg because it's only like maybe like 2 miles per leg, right?
like 3.
Well, is it 5K per leg?
No, well, if you're doing like beach to bay or something like that, the legs are different.
Yeah, and so I think the longest one is the last one.
Yeah, and I think it's like 4
I remember seeing it before.
something.
I remember seeing the links before.
4 miles and some change, I think.
I don't know if I could go 4 miles, but I'll take one of the smaller legs.
Dude.
I'll take the long leg, fine. And you'll do the first one, which is like the shortest. It's only like a mile.
The way I'm thinking of it is like the episode of Office when they had the fun run, Race for the Cure, etc., etc. I would want it to be like that, where like you see like me and Marty in the background get into a car or something.
See, but I think it would be funny to have you walk. Why don't we do 2 teams?
Because you need 4 people per team.
Yeah. So we get 8 people, and 2 of us will walk together.
Dude, we can hardly get 1 extra person to come on the pod. We're not getting 8 people.
I'm totally down to do it if we can pull off a team Triplehorn. You know what? I'll just go do it all by myself because I know there's people who do that, right? They just run all 4 legs by themselves.
Those are the young go-hards that do that.
No, hey, there's some like older people that all they do is like that's all they do is run, and
I could probably go 4 miles nonstop. I would have to be a slow jog, but I bet you I could.
And
have to get in shape.
you can walk, like you don't have to like run it.
Yeah,
like I said,
you're not going to get eliminated.
I do a
I
little
don't-
bit of both because I can't run the whole
I don't
thing.
want to look like a little bitch, though.
We could film you doing it, and then you're like, eliminate me, eliminate me.
I go like 100 meters. I'm like, I can't go
Just
anymore.
don't be that guy where the medic has to like pick you up in the middle of
Oh, we
your.
would have to do that. We would have to do that.
I'll do the first and the last leg. And wait, you laugh, but that gives me like a 4-hour break while you're finishing the second.
Yeah, probably take me about 4 hours.
You could probably
one
walk.
hour per K.
You could probably walk a mile in like 30 minutes.
When I do beach to bay, I like doing the leg that's I think it's the 3rd leg. It's on base, and you know how like there's houses on there and stuff.
I haven't been on the base, but yeah, I know.
The people will like leave their sprinklers on, so
Oh,
you can like
you
run through
it?
like
Oh,
their
that's cool.
sprinklers and
Nice.
stuff. So
I would hate the leg on the beach.
Yeah, I wouldn't
yeah.
want to do the beach one.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that.
That's probably the shortest one, right?
I think it is the shortest.
Yeah, it's
one.
I think that's the
run
first
through the
leg,
same.
right?
Mhm.
We did the one where it was like it was a cancer thing, and Cato had done it officially,
Mhm.
and so we all went, and all the employees and stuff were there, and we basically just had all of our shirts on, and we just went and did the loop from the bank center down. Like honestly, I was kind of embarrassed. It was like a 1/4 mile, and it was just one loop, and I was like,
What's the farthest you ever went? Like, did you have to go like super far, like in ROTC or whatever?
in ROTC we would do the 1.5 mile run, and I could do 1.5 miles like super easy.
They didn't major pain you and just go like super far.
We never did that. Like in practices, I think we practiced for more than 1.5 miles, and like slightly more than 1.5 miles. So that way, when we did the 1.5 miles, we would go a little bit harder, just run faster, But I want to say my time for 1.5 miles. Well, that doesn't matter because I can't do it now. You know what I mean? Like that's not my time now. But I don't know, maybe like 7-8 minutes.
I have never ever been like a long distance runner.
You're a sprinter. You're like the dwarves.
I'm a sprinter. I inherited that from my dad, who went to college on a track and field scholarship.
Wow.
Oh shit.
And it was so funny because I remember I was. It's gonna sound like I'm tooting my own horn. I guess I am a little bit, but people would underestimate me like so bad, like in high school, because I was on the basketball team, and yeah, I'm not good at basketball, but I can at least run fast.
Can you still run fast?
And I remember like I guess we were just trying to see who was the fastest, and I was the second fastest on the team, and people were looking at me like they were so surprised. Like it was like I guess like it was so alien to them that I could be fast.
I was the fastest at ROTC. Not in the school, because when we actually when I didn't directly race a dude from the football team, but he was there with us when we when we would get in trouble. They would make us do laps around the block, and so, and then occasionally, like on Fridays or something, they would have us do like physical day, and so we would have to go jog around the block or run around the block. So what we would do is we would just be like, just one time, and they're like, yeah, just one time. So then we would race, turn it into a race, just make it interesting. And I remember Michael, I think his name was Mike. No, it was Matthew. Really cool dude. We used to call him Ricky Martin. I love that dude. Such a kind soul. He was like the quarterback of the football
team. Don't you also call
team.
Marty Ricky Martin?
No.
But didn't you get him like that vinyl record like 4 years in a row with
thought
Ricky
that was
Martin on it?
Well, that was Menudo, but we got him 4 albums. We went to like a store or so, I don't even remember where we got him, but we found like 4 or 5 Menudo albums. And so one year I gave it to Marty, and he was like, okay, thanks. But then I held on to the rest. And so every year for 4 or 5 years, I gave him a new Menudo album. But anyway, when I raced that dude, not even like, I don't even think he was racing. We were just like, who can do it the fastest,
Sounds like a race to me.
Well, no, it was more like, but like one at a time, like lap times. We weren't
okay.
like side by side.
Time trial.
Yeah, time trials. There you go. And he goes and he finishes his like, not even a quarter, maybe a quarter mile. And he comes back and he's like, what was my time? All normal, right? And I was like, why aren't you breathing hard? Like what? And he goes, well, dude, we run all the time in football. And I was like, what? So I did mine and I came back. I was still like 10 seconds shorter.
That's me.
I was like, damn.
So
were
you like super burned out then after the 5K?
I'll probably be sore tomorrow. For sure.
Did you do a lot of practice beforehand?
No, I mean,
or do you jog
I go to
often?
the gym.
At work, she was drinking soda and eating animal
he
crackers.
was like getting mad at me because of what he's like, that's not going to help you tomorrow. And I'm like, no.
It might have helped you like right before the race or the run.
I've heard you're supposed to eat a lot of pasta, like right before.
Carbs and
just
stuff,
carbs.
yeah. But I go to the gym a lot. I mean, wouldn't say that was like really practicing.
But you don't like run on the treadmill or anything?
I'll walk on the treadmill. I don't really like to
But look, you did all of that today, right? And you said it was 5K? So what is that, like 3-something miles?
3 and some change, yeah.
So you just did 3 miles with no practice. That's good. That's awesome, dude. I didn't know you were doing that.
But I have, ever since I lost weight, and did I tell you I've lost like 100 pounds? Did you know that?
I found it.
Oh my god. So no,
on your whole history is on your Facebook. Right?
That's true. Well, I mean, it is pinned on there or whatever. My weight loss.
No, you had told me before. Do you not like to make fat jokes because you used to be big?
I just don't think it's necessary, I guess. Like,
what I mean, I don't mean like make fun of other people. I mean like you constantly, this whole day so far, you've been hearing me make fat jokes about myself.
About yourself, yeah.
Yeah. So like if you put on a little bit of weight now, are you at a point where you're like, whatever? You know what I mean? Or does it like bother you?
No, it doesn't really bother me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not understanding the question because you're making fat jokes about yourself, but you're not fat.
So
are you comfortable joking about yourself the same way?
Are you comfortable in your own skin now that like, because okay, so I don't know the circumstances in which you lost weight. But I would imagine that people who lose weight don't like their body being bigger. Maybe it's for health reasons. Maybe it's for, personal like views or
so
whatever.
okay, so I was like 300 pounds ish, and like I'd always wanted to like lose weight, but what really like was like the okay, like I really need to do something about it, because I would always talk about it, but then I would still like eat whatever I wanted, and like like I would not act like I wanted to lose weight, like I wasn't working out.
You wanted it, but you weren't working
right
towards it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then what really was just like the final like nail in the coffin was I would see myself and I would be like grossed out. Or like I would like look at pictures of myself and I would be like, I look so disgusting. Like I was just like completely like unhappy like with the way I looked and like how I felt. And so
Caleb has body dysmorphia.
I definitely do.
I got the gastric sleeve surgery, and it's where they like cut your stomach to make it smaller. So, and then when you're done from the surgery, it's basically like baby steps, like trying to get back to eating like normal again. Yeah. So like after my surgery,
your new normal.
Right.
Because I know it's like significantly less. Yeah.
So like when I first got out of surgery, it was like liquids only. Like you could, like you're a baby again. Like you can only eat liquids, and then like in 2 weeks you could start eating like applesauce and like mashed potatoes, like like soft foods, and then eventually you would transition back into like eating solid.
Was that a hard transition?
Not really, because when I first was done with my surgery, I didn't want to eat anything. I didn't even want to drink water because it was like uncomfortable. But you have to drink water because
I was gonna say I'm sure your tummy hurts because it just got cut open.
And you have to drink your water. Or you're gonna dehydrate.
Because your body's not holding the same amount as it used to.
Right. So it was
Do you need a water?
Oh no.
Because I forgot to ask.
In the beginning, it was like easy, like those transitions, because I didn't want to eat anything at first or even drink anything, but they made you drink because you have to drink something.
You don't have a choice.
Right.
Your body needs it.
Right.
And they don't want to put you on a damn IV just to refill your fluids.
Exactly. So that transition wasn't hard for me. And it's like now I can eat, but my body can only eat like so much.
So you don't like going to Golden Corral and CC's anymore?
I couldn't. It would just be like a waste of money because you know what I mean.
I know. I got you 100%. Yeah, that's why we don't take little kids like to Golden Corral, because it's a waste of money.
Grown ass men like me, Caleb.
I want to go to Golden Corral now. Thanks, Kevin.
Hey, do you need to eat after this 5K? We can hit Golden Corral.
You need to replenish.
But to answer your question, is it like would I make fun of myself or something like? Or what?
No, I guess. Are you comfortable? Again, like I don't know that. Like I don't know how to phrase it. Are you comfortable having like say comments about like your weight now? Like if someone were to say like because some people care about that. Like you know what I mean. Like some people are offended if you point out their weight, but like.
It's not that I care, but there's some people like even now that are like, oh, you're too skinny now, which I don't think that I am. I feel like I could lose another 20 pounds and like be good, and then like I was telling you earlier, I would like to be muscular, so I would like to.
So that changes because you can't eat as much.
Exactly. And it's hard it would be hard for me to get muscular because I don't eat a lot.
Yeah, you just can't consume the calories and the protein.
Right. So
I didn't even think about that. That's because I knew about all this beforehand, but I didn't even think about that whenever you said it. Mm-hmm. Shit, yeah, that would be hard for you to do that.
But there are people that are like, "Oh, you're like too skinny now," or whatever. But
does that bother you when they?
Does it bother? No, not really.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll be honest. It bothers me when like comments are made like little things, like what's a good example?
Well, I don't know how much you've been keeping up with our videos, but
oh yeah, the little Debbie's.
But recently, I think I was telling you at work, we talked about Cat Williams on one of our videos.
Wait, do you think Cat Williams is one of the best comedians of all time?
One of the best comedians.
You think he's in the top 10? All time, not just current.
Just the fact that she's not right away saying, hell yeah.
I mean, he's
I mean, she's a
funny,
thinker. All you,
he's funny, but I mean, I don't know.
would you say he's top 20?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
So Caleb said he wasn't top 5, and his fans came out and started making fun of us and calling us fat.
Shut up.
We
Which is funny because neither of y'all are fat.
we shot.
Like, that's what I don't understand.
They said that we like to eat Little Debbie
But
snacks.
I feel like when people talk about other people's weight, it's just like a thing that they say because they can't think of anything else to say. You know what I mean? They're like, well,
so we need to
at least
make
I'm
sure
not
and
fat.
eliminate all of their footholds.
And being fat or whatever is not a bad thing. Like,
No,
it's
no.
not like, if you're happy and you're comfortable and, you know, you're good, then who cares?
So the short that we shot at GameStop last week, that was kind of a little bit in response to the comments we received from the cat fans, and also because we also kind of wanted to do a video about Tekken since that just came out.
And we're big Tekken fans, as evidenced by our Old Timers review that just came out.
That's true. Make sure you watch the Old Timers review of Tekken 8. But yeah, that was the one where I had a cheeseburger in my mouth. Did you watch that one?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know if I posted it on. You usually watch our videos like on Instagram and stuff, right? Because you like our videos, but you probably are not watching them. She's probably like, whatever, like, move on, like, whatever.
No, I've seen some of them on YouTube too.
It's okay either way, but
Yeah.
now my feelings are hurt.
But basically, there's a fat character in Tekken, and I cosplayed as him eating a cheeseburger. So.
Oh my god! And there's nothing wrong with being fat. The reason why I wanted to change what I wanted to change is because I was unhappy with myself, and that's the decision that I made to.
Honestly, I'm not even butthurt over it. I just thought it was funny that they would care so much about some person they don't even know having him in the top 5.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That they
like,
would go online.
People just say that
make fun
because
of
they
someone.
can't think of anything else to say, and they think that calling somebody fat is an insult. And
Well, I do think that it's an insult, but not for comedic, not for an argument about like comedies. You know what I mean? Like if I was fat and I went into a gym and I was like, y'all don't know what y'all are doing, you know, and then they call me fat, like then, okay, you know what I mean? Like that insult would be appropriate then. Like, what are you talking about? You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Look at your body. But you know what I mean? Like in that instance, that would make sense. But the comedic one, you know, like, oh, you don't like this comedian? Well, you eat Little Debbie snacks. We're like, damn it, I forgot Little Debbie snacks take away your ability to know funny.
We do actually have a funny sketch kind of planned out to do in the gym. We'll tell you about it later.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So no one steals our
That one
Okay.
is super secret. But also, right now, we'd like to take this chance to offer a moment of silence for everyone to have an opportunity to push that like and subscribe button. That's it. Damn it, I was going to say something too.
oh, and I was gonna say, since I've lost the weight, like I go to the gym. I still kind of eat whatever I want, but for the most part, I'm more aware of like what I'm putting into my body and stuff like that. And then I go to the gym now, which is not something that I've ever done
That's
before.
good.
So not only has this helped me lose weight, but it also helped me become a better person for my health, you know, like
Yeah.
I've become more
That's what I'm worried
mindful
about
of,
for
of
me.
what I eat as well, mainly due to Bobby, because she has to watch what she eats. And
Solidarity.
yeah.
That was Jen with MS. When she was diagnosed, it was like, she's like, I have to change my whole entire diet. And so me and Penny were like, we will too.
and a lot of it's mental too. So
yeah.
That's the hardest part. If it, like for me, for the last like month, what I've been doing is I eat a smaller breakfast, and I'm talking like a sandwich. You know what I mean? Like just one sandwich, or like one taco, or one something, right? And then I'll eat a slightly larger lunch, or like dinner or whatever throughout the day. And I don't snack. I don't drink sodas. You know, and I find that the difficulty that I have with losing weight, because I haven't been exercising like I used to. I used to run like every other day. I would do like at least a mile, maybe sometimes 2 every day. I would lift weights. I would,
You would play DDR?
sometimes. But basically, like I was super active, right? And then
Now he's got a job editing videos for Team Triplehorn
and a
Inc.
new baby. And since September, I basically haven't been able to get back into that, or I haven't had the desire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I want to be there for
the
Jack.
motivation's hard sometimes to
Yeah.
like to stay motivated.
But I think if I just ate less, because I binge quite a bit, and if I just ate less, I think I would lose weight.
Yeah.
I really do. I eat so much.
And we're going to eat so much later at Golden Corral.
Have y'all ever seen
Golden Corral, please sponsor us.
Shout out to Germany. I want to point out real quick because we were watching TV in the living room and there was a commercial paid for by Germany
Okay.
that was talking about the American health crisis and diabetes.
Yeah.
And it was
they're not wrong.
Yeah, but it was like, why are we watching a German commercial? Where it was literally they were collecting money. Like for just 50 cents a day, you can help an American kid. I don't know if it was a joke, but it wasn't on a comedy channel. And we're sitting there and I was like, is this a thing? And I was freaking out. Like I thought I was in the Matrix for a second. And so like I called everyone in here. I was like, y'all are seeing this, right? And they were like, what is that? And I thought that was so strange to see on American television as just a commercial.
You know what's weird that I see every once in a while? Because I have family that watches Fox News a lot, and when I'm at their houses or whatever, sometimes I'll see a commercial about it's some like Israeli organization,
Yeah,
or
talking about Jewish hate,
asking for money for Jewish people, and it's so weird because they're showing pictures of Jewish people like they're straight out the Holocaust.
Oh
dude.
my God.
And it's like, I don't think it's like that anymore.
There's the one where the dad picks his kid up in the truck and he's like, he or no, I don't remember how they got there, but like he drove his truck and he's like pointing to like the rabbis and he's like, well, there they are. You said what you said online or whatever, right? And he's like, oh, I didn't know, whatever, He's like,
I
the
guess I
stuff
haven't
you
seen
say
that one.
online can be heard in houses
No,
about
the
whatever.
one I've
like,
seen
whoa.
is like there's like asking for money to donate to this Jewish organization to give to Jewish people for whatever.
I don't know. I don't want to comment on the validity of any of those places, but those commercials definitely are weird.
But the imagery they use makes it look like they're like a third world country, which is definitely not the case.
It's what is the word? It's targeted marketing.
Yeah.
I guess I don't watch enough TV to see any of those.
You're better off for it.
I just saw
promise.
an article today that said like the average age of like the Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, the major cable news network companies, their median like or average age or whatever was 70 years old.
Oh my god, dude, that's way too old.
The people that watch those channels.
I just realized that this podcast is definitely one of the more broader spectrums. Like we started off real hard on the Jim Carrey
We on the
bit,
spectrum,
and then we went into body size and.
But speaking of polycharge stuff, did you watch the Putin interview in the Lane household?
No, what's that?
Tucker Carlson went to Russia to
talk to
interview
Putin?
Vladimir Putin.
Did he speak English or was there a translator?
I didn't watch it, but I'm assuming he spoke English. I'm pretty sure he knows English.
I would think it was like a power thing. Like, no, they'll have to understand me with my translator.
But Tucker Carlson is such a clown. Putin just basically clowned on him the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't watch it, but
No, I didn't
you
watch
knew
it.
he clowned him.
Just saw like the highlights.
Oh, well, how was he clowning on him?
Like he was making fun of him for like basically being American and
Oh, you're American.
And
That's
making
it?
fun-
Really?
Making fun of the CIA.
Called him
and
fat.
this and that.
Oh my
and it was
God.
Just kidding.
Did Carlson punch back though?
No.
Because he probably was in Russia.
Yeah.
But he could have been like,
That was on
Ukraine?
X, formerly Twitter. That's where you can view Tucker Carlson's dumbass show at now.
I'm not a fan of Tucker Carlson. I feel like he incites anger.
That is true.
I don't like him. He's just negative. Do you know what it was? Not the turning point, because I never was a fan of his, but during COVID, this is not what is it? Not an admission of political choices here.
Okay.
But when I was watching Fox during the COVID thing, he was like, is the government against religion? And I'm sitting there and I'm not a religious person. And I'm like, what? And so then he goes on to say, police are stopping people from gathering at churches in their vehicles. It makes you wonder. And I'm like, no, Tucker Carlson, it doesn't make you wonder.
Yeah, that dude's full of
Like,
shit.
ugh.
I
hate that shit.
You got anything to say about that, Erica?
No, not really.
She's like, who's Tucker Carlson?
I don't really.
Politics are dumb. Don't ever follow it. Just
vote
actually, with your gut.
There was one last final thing I wanted to get Polly charged about. Climate change is real, so you should vote Democrat so we don't all die from climate change. Okay, next topic.
I agree that climate change is real, but don't vote Democrat. Vote independent, or like they say in Firefly, independence.
Voting independent won't fix climate change. Vote Democrat.
Ain't nobody gonna fix it until businesses want to pay for it anyway.
You know what's really like fucked up?
I'm a political nihilist.
What's really fucked up is that like billionaires are building like apocalypse bunkers
in New Zealand
and wherever else. Instead of using all that money for that, they could try using their money influence to fix things, but instead they'd rather just.
Well, what are they gonna fix? What can a billionaire do to fix?
They could fund research for new technology to remove carbon from the atmosphere.
I know how to do that.
They could pay lobbyists to use their influence in government for more clean energy.
What they could do is they could give all their money to Elon Musk and have more electric cars.
Yeah, electric cars would definitely help the situation. I agree.
You don't think so?
No, I agree.
Well, you sounded a little bit. Didn't he sound a little bit?
The problem with electric cars is that, especially in Texas, we don't have the infrastructure for charging.
So put the money into infrastructure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like a real tangible thing.
And then
that
also,
can be
electric
done.
cars are still like way more expensive than gas cars.
Well, with all those billionaires' money, they could put it into something
tangible. There have
tangible.
been some like tax breaks and subsidies, but it's still.
I say solar panels.
But this is still not within my range.
So when the atmosphere is finally gone, we'll get that direct sunlight energy. So it's like the weaker the ozone gets, we're going to have more power. You know what I mean?
So we're heading toward a Waterworld scenario, which brings us to our next topic. Erica took a cruise since the last time.
I did take a cruise. It was so much fun, too.
Was it basically like an old oil tanker, like from Waterworld, or?
It looked like
Did you see Dennis Hopper's ghost?
The Titanic.
Did it really look like Titanic?
No.
Oh, dude, that would have been so cool.
Was it one of those ones that has like water slides and all that crazy stuff, and like a mall?
It was
What was the name? Carnival?
No, the other one.
I don't know any of them.
Circus? No.
I don't know.
No. How come I can't think of it?
You went to Jamaica?
Royal Caribbean.
Ah, okay.
That's what it was.
So you went to the Caribbean then?
Well, I'll tell you where we went. But it was called Royal Caribbean, and the actual ship, because they all have different names, was called the Harmony of the Seas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's one, I think Marty went on that for his honeymoon.
Oh, did he?
I think so.
Okay.
It was like really huge, the boat, and it did have a water slide, and then it had like a regular slide, like from the top of the ship, and you can like slide down all the way to,
down,
like, whatever floor. I don't remember.
Like in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, dude. Sweet.
So we we drove to Galveston, and then we sailed out of Galveston, and I was like super nervous because it was like It's my first time on a ship.
Big boat.
And I also have like really bad motion sickness. Like even like when I'm in a car, or if I have those like VR headsets on or whatever, I'll start getting like really sick.
I've only ever done a VR headset for a couple of minutes, but I also get like bad motion sickness.
Yeah. So I was like really worried, but I did not get sick once on the ship. I didn't even have to. I brought like pills, like motion sickness
I
pills.
think
Wait,
it's because
what were
they're
they
so
called?
big, right? They're so big you can't even really.
Yeah,
feel it
you couldn't
moving.
really feel. There were like some points where the water was kind of choppy and you could feel it a little bit.
Was there any storms?
No.
I would have not liked that.
Yeah, me neither.
But
You didn't run into any rogue waves?
no. It didn't make me sick or anything, so that was good. But we went to Cozumel, Costa Maya.
That's the guy from.
Soul Calibur, Zasalamel? Is that what you're thinking?
I was gonna say the guy from Emperor's New Groove. Right?
That was
No,
Cusco.
yeah.
I was thinking Zasalamel.
And then we went to Rotan.
Rotan?
Yeah, in Honduras.
From Godzilla?
And it
Was
was
it Rodan?
the pterodactyl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, no, he's a moth. I thought Rodan was a moth.
Oh, I thought it was a
Something like that.
pterodactyl.
I don't
Flying
remember.
creature.
I don't know shit about Godzilla.
Well, that's Mothra.
Oh yeah, you're right.
What is Rodan?
The pterodactyl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
y'all-
think.
I'll defer
Alright,
to
keep-
y'all's
keep-
knowledge.
Keep talking. I'll Google it.
Okay.
I just know that Vader would beat him in a fight.
So we had like the best time ever. I did not want to leave. I did not want to come back.
What kind of stuff do you do on the ship?
Okay, there's like so much stuff to do, and that was like one thing I was worried like I was gonna be bored.
There was no wait, so you didn't have to like wait to do stuff. It was like if you
No.
wanted to do shit, you could just do it.
Well, okay, so if you're wanting to do something off the ship, you would have to like have reservations or whatever. Like one of the things we did in Rotan was we went to go see like this animal sanctuary, and they had like sloths, monkeys,
Oh shoot.
iguanas, parrots. They had like all kinds of stuff.
Real quick, Rodan is basically like a pterodactyl type
okay.
creature. So
Oh.
you were right.
That's 5
Um,
points for Erica.
So we went there and we got to like touch the animals, pet them, like play with them while we were there, and that kind of thing we had to like book in advance.
And you all did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so we went and it was like so much fun. Like the animals are so cute. And then I love animals, so I had to do something with the animals.
That's pretty cool.
But like if you're actually doing something on this ship, I think the only thing that we made reservations for was like we did a sushi making class,
Oh.
and then we did like a cupcake making class.
Was the
so-
sushi with raw fish?
Yes, some of them were. You got like options or whatever.
Do you
pretty
just
cool.
basically does it basically like just roll up to Honduras for the night and you stay the night, or like how does it work?
So you only have like a certain amount of time like to be out there. I think they give you like 4 hours.
Oh, it's not
So the
very
ship
long.
docks and then you get out and you can like explore the city or do whatever you
And
want.
not everybody gets off.
Right. If you want to stay on the boat, you can. But then they tell you like you need to be back on the ship at this time or we're leaving you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and they don't do roll call.
Right. And so there was a lot of people like when it was time to go, like leave the port, we would like stand outside and watch for people like running like up to the ship.
Was there people
'Cause
running
yeah,
out?
uh-huh.
Oh my
Did you leave anyone
god.
behind?
No, nobody
Okay.
got left behind, but
So George Bush was right.
it is a thing where people like barely make it
But that
back.
wasn't y'all. Y'all
No.
had plenty of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
So
They,
you definitely want to do it again, is what you're
I
saying?
would love to do it again. And they made a bigger ship called the Icon of the Seas, and they just like built it. Like I think like they let like some YouTubers or whatever go on it for the first time like
Oh,
recently
man.
or something.
we must have
Not,
missed
not,
our
yeah.
invites. Yeah.
Did you check your email?
Dang
Did you
it,
not get that?
We might have got one, but
So I definitely want to go be on that one.
I say we do a Team Triplehorn trip to the Icon of the Sea.
That would
Yeah.
be so much fun. And then
Oh,
like,
wait, how much did it cost?
okay, so my boyfriend paid for like the actual like to be on the ship, like the drink packages and all that stuff. So I don't know like how
Oh,
much
he
it
didn't
was.
tell you.
But I paid for like all the excursions and stuff. Like so for us to go see the animals, like I
Yeah.
paid for all of those, and we like did one on like each stop. So I paid for those. And
About
then
how much you think you spent?
A lot.
More than 1,000.
Yeah, probably.
More than 2?
No.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
think so.
okay.
And then like I said, like there are things to do on the boat. Some of the stuff you do have to pay for. So like anything that we had to pay for extra on the boat, I paid for and stuff
That's
like
pretty
that.
cool.
What was
So
it called? Harmony of the Sea, right?
Harmony of the Seas is
Let's
what we were on.
find out right
And then
now.
the people that work there, the staff, are like so nice, and they will do like anything for you to make sure that like your stay is like the
Hot
best.
deals. Weekend getaway, $261. 7-night Caribbean cruise starting from $417.
That's not
Europe
too bad.
cruises starting from $382.
Europe cruises?
Starting from $382, yeah.
Ooh, that would actually be. I didn't know you could do all that too.
Let's see. Let's take a look.
I'd like to go stop at in Rome.
7 nights, Greek Isles. Basically $1,200 per person.
Damn.
And then if you want to like, so every night, you don't have to, but every night they have like a dinner, and you get to pick like what time you want dinner. So ours was like we did 8 o'clock every night for dinner.
That's
And
late. I gotta eat earlier than that.
We would go and you sit with the same people, like you sit with like 2 other couples, and like you eat dinner with the same person every single
Were they
night.
cool or?
Yeah, they were really cool.
They weren't losers.
And then you
Were
had
they older than y'all?
no.
I always imagine older people.
There,
on
one
cruises.
couple was older than us, but the other couple that we were with was about our same age.
Did y'all get sick?
No.
Because I remember that was like the big fear was all the, people on
food
cruises.
was delicious. It was like a different theme every night, and then you get the same like waitress.
Oh,
So
really?
sometimes- Yeah, so you like get to know like everybody there, and I'm like, oh, I like miss those people. You know what I mean? But I get attached very
Did you
easily
add them
to
on
people.
Facebook?
No.
I get attached
No.
too. I know exactly what you
Yeah,
mean.
I get attached very easily.
If someone is
so-
nice to me for like 20 minutes, I'm like, they're basically family.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem.
So when I left, I was like very sad to like be, like, oh, I'm probably never gonna see you again.
It's actually funny, total side note, but the extremes of me being that way, I was talking to someone on the phone and they were helping me a lot with like what I was supposed to do in terms of filing like a social security claim or something. And I was like, they were helping, they were super helpful. And I was like, hey, you should add me on Facebook. And like, if I ever have to ask any questions again, you're like the best. And they were like, oh, that's weird. No.
My God.
And I was like, no, it's not weird. I promise. It's not weird.
So Royal Caribbean Cruises, if you're watching, hook us up.
Yes,
We'll,
please. That would be so much
we'll
fun.
do some
I had
videos.
a blast. Like I already want to hurry up and go back, but
You know what? We should wheel and deal. Cruises, Royal Caribbean Cruises, hook us up with a couple free tickets and then we'll buy the rest. I promise. We'll spend a lot of money.
Or Carnival if you call first.
Carnival does South America? You didn't go to Jamaica?
no.
I think that ship, specifically that ship, was the one Marty was on.
Okay.
When they went, I think it was Jamaica for their honeymoon,
We'll have to
right?
ask him.
Oh, and then one of the places where we docked at, other ships docked there too. And when we got out of our ship, there was another ship across from us. I don't know where they were from. I can't remember. I don't know what cruise line they were. But everyone on the ship had no clothes on, and you can see them walking around.
God.
Guys, you should have switched boats.
I don't want to go on that one.
So I don't know which one that was, but they didn't have any clothes on when
Look
we
that one
got
up,
off the
Kevin.
ship.
Where's the nudie boats?
Nudist cruise.
A nude cruise.
They do like a heavy metal themed cruise. It's called like 20,000 tons of steel.
Shut the hell up. Is that
really
for
good,
real?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That's a good name.
Dude, my ads that I'm gonna get now.
Uh-huh.
And then,
Nudist cruise.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, when you're actually on the boat, there's so much stuff to do. They have trivia nights, bingo, karaoke. They have nightclubs on there. They have theater shows, all kinds of stuff.
That's
to do.
amazing, but all I heard was we didn't win trivia night. That's all I heard.
I did not win
when
trivia
you said
night,
that.
yeah.
It was probably
I
asking, what movie? And you're like, damn it. What TV show? Damn
Right?
it.
What? I don't watch
I don't
television.
watch TV.
Erica was telling me the other day there was some place doing a Seinfeld trivia night.
Oh yeah.
I would be garbage at that.
And then they're doing Sopranos trivia night,
Ooh.
and I forgot what the other. There was another Friends, I think.
I would absolutely wreck and dominate an Office trivia night.
They have those.
Like here in town?
Yeah, at Little Woodrow's.
I
I went. I took my sister one time, but we didn't win, which I'm really shocked because my sister is like obsessed with The Office, and I thought for sure we were gonna take it home, and we didn't.
There
I
is
wanna go to
there
test
is
my
a
mic.
carnival one called the Big Nude Boat.
Oh,
It's Carnival.
that's probably it.
Maybe it was. I don't remember the name or anything like that.
On the side of the boat is just a big butt. I forgot who it was that used to tell us in Tekken 4's ending with Steve Fox when he punches the glass. Because remember, he comes in and he sees the glass, and then there's something inside the
I never
glass.
saw his ending.
So there was like something inside the glass, and he punches the glass and it breaks. But I think it was Ramito was like, dude, yeah, he punched the butt. And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, look at the thing that's in the glass. It just looks like a big butt. And I was like, okay. I never saw the butt, but
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever take a cruise. Later this year, I do want to visit North Texas with Bobby. I want to take her to Dinosaur State Park where you can see the dinosaur footprints.
Oh, that's cool.
And we'll probably spend like a weekend up there hanging out. But
check out if
That's
there's any Bigfoots.
so I've been trying to like Google like what are the driest months in North Texas, but I haven't found any consensus yet. So
How we doing on time?
because it's like in a riverbed, the footprints. We are at 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Uh-oh. Ding, 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 ding.
Want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Once again, if you've stuck with us this long, Johnny, booth 602, the weekend after Valentine's Day, we'll be there on Friday.
Also, we have a few more people that are watching. So people who are watching and tuning in till the end, let us know in the comments.
Everyone else besides Johnny.
I'd like-
Johnny set this one out.
We want to shout out all of our longtime listeners or new listeners. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I want to specifically know who you are, and I get all super serious about it.
Anything else to add, Erica?
No. Well, I was gonna ask y'all, what are y'all doing for Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, what are we gonna
I'm
do?
not doing nothing. I'm staying home.
My family's sick. We were gonna have a party, and then everybody decided they wanted to get sick, except for me.
Shit.
So, and then my boyfriend works. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Just gonna watch the game at home.
I guess so.
I don't know. Are we gonna watch the game here? Do we want to do a Super Bowl party and then we'll put it on in the front and then
Play Tekken in the back.
we'll play Tekken and then also we can do like we can get a bunch of footage of us being like, yeah, here we are at the Super Bowl, and we'll show the TV and it's Tekken and then the little Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah.
We're doing picture in picture. Yeah, we're from the future.
Yeah.